Hello, this is the Tuesday night live stream. I am Michelle from Unicorn and Centaur, and welcome to my bedroom. I thought this would be really fun to do this like knitting in my bedroom, like we're just hanging out and having a sleepover or whatever. But as you notice, it's jiggly. If that makes anybody seasick, let me know. Hang on, let me get in the chat. I was like, oh, this will be so cool. I'll have some hot tea. Nothing has been going right today. I'm like, oh, I'll be in my bed. It'll be easy. But then, of course, I had to set up the lights and figure out a way to get the camera up so you're not like looking at my double chin. All right, hang on. No, I didn't mean to click that. Stop. My phone's doing things. Sorry. It's not me. So who's here tonight? If you are here in the chat, let me know. Tonight I'm making, oh, I haven't even said why I'm here. I'm making a unicorn horn for my pig. Zadel's here. Deanna. Janelle Miller. Hello. Lauren is here. Evernight Star. Oh, that's Evie. Hello, Evie. And Grindios is here. Hello, hello, everybody. I'm assuming you're here for the unicorn horn. I am actually making a pigicorn. If y'all didn't think I would do it, you're wrong. If you saw my Instagram post today, you saw me trying this little thing. I knitted this yesterday, and I know it doesn't look like anything, but here's the horn I have. Now, I'm not making one of the horns like I make for my horses. The ones I make for my horses are crafted out of foam and then coated with plastic cream and paint and glitter, and they're very like hard plastic. I may end up making Winston one of those, but for now, I want to see how he handles it because I mean, he's a pig and he's lived his whole life so far in a little stall and nobody's ever put costumes on him. So we're like not sure what he was going to do. So I have this, I tore this off of a dollar store headband. So this is like one of those little dollar store headband things. And I just ripped it right off of the bottom and I'm going to sew that onto it. So my original plan was to make this and to have this on his little head. And then I could tie it around the bottom of his chin. Problems with that. Pigs don't really have necks. They're like porky things. And yes, a piggycorn. Oh, Taylor's here. All pets need, all pets here. Hey, who here's watched the Twilight series? I haven't been into the Twilight series, Janelle, but I know a lot of people who are. Yes, Taylor's here. Thank you for dropping in, Taylor. I am making my pig unicorn horn today. So trying to put this on Winston earlier, pigs are really low to the ground. So I had trouble like getting up underneath him. If you saw my Instagram, you could see that I was like really reaching down. And as soon as I reached my hands under to tie the thing under his chin, he plopped down on his side to get a belly rub. And I was like, dude, that is not what we're here for. Also, this puts it really down low to his face, or if I put it behind his ears, then it looks like on top of his head. So I'm going to sort of modify my design, and I'm going to do it this way and then add like things for his ears on the sides here. This is how it's going to end up kind of looking after tonight. And I think we can get it all done. And then I'll put the unicorn horn right here. And when it's on the pig, it'll look better. So I'm going to knit tonight one of these little doodles right here. And let's see. Chicken Chick's here. How are you? Is that Ellis, Chicken Chick? Do I know you, Chicken Chick? Team Edward or Team Jacob? I don't know. Vampires are hot, but the werewolf dude was pretty cute. Okay, so this is what I'm using. This is just some yarn I had because I'm not spending money on a pigicorn. That may not work. And I have double pointed needles and regular needles. The double pointed needles are to knit the I-cord, this part of it. This is knit with double pointed needles. So, y'all, I keep smelling something that smells. This thing stinks just from being on the pig less than 5 minutes. Oh, God. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's Aaliyah. Hey, I miss you too. Yeah, when y'all have like names, like if I know you in real life and your name on YouTube is like Chicken Chick or Evernight Star or whatever, then I may not know exactly who you are. And I'm like, oh, hello. It's very nice to meet you. But yeah, So also, if you're looking for tech chat, that's going to be next week where I clean my tech and talk about the topic of the day. Not sure what the topic is. It's going to be February. So we may have to talk like lovey things, lovey-dovey, or talk about candy and chocolate. I don't know. So here's my unicorn horn that I'm going to sew, and let me get started. Why don't I get started? Wash it before you put it back on the pig. Evie, it's just going to get dirty again. I didn't stink it up. He did. I don't think you understand. This pigs stink. Like their poo and their pee is like have you ever smelled like kitten? Like, I mean, cat poop is bad, but kitten poop is always like worse. So pigs are like, I don't know. It's a smell, y'all. Oh, and I said I was going to drink hot tea tonight, but then Scott went out and got me a Diet Dr. Pepper. So yes, it's late at night and I'm drinking caffeine. He says, I don't care. I'm not going to be able to wash it every time when after I sew this. Oh, so I'm not going to make it where it ties at the bottom. We're going to sort of tie it on the side, but let me get started. So I'm going to make myself a little tail, make a knot. Where's my sticks over here? I have bamboo knitting needles in size 9. So I'm going to cast on, how many did I do? I don't know. We're just going to see how it looks. So I'm going to cast on some stitches. If I had a little bit thicker yarn, this would knit up more quickly. And again, if I need to change it and change the design, I am going to. Excuse me, I'm already burping. There was somebody shared with me. It was either Lisa or Amber. If you're watching tonight, my friend Amber has a pig. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Let's do 13 stitches. Let's see what that looks like. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. And I'm just going to do a simple garter stitch if you are following along. If you've got an animal, a dog or something that you want to make a unicorn horn. Let's see. Oh, show. Evie says if the pig stinks, then clean the pig. I'm not bathing a pig every day. That is not part of my life. That is not how it's working. This little pig lives in his little stall. And he goes outside now. On the warm days, we let him go outside, and he's so cute. He roots around. I don't know. Are y'all following me on Instagram? Did you see the video I posted of, hang on. Did you see the video I posted of Artax meeting the pig? Artax loved Winston. And Winston was so happy to meet Artax. He was like, hey, what's up? What are you? You're gigantic for a pig. And Artax was like, I'm not a pig, I'm a horse. You're pretty small for a horse. It was pretty adorable. And this whole pig has inspired me. I need to find another copy of Charlotte's Web so that, why isn't that going? I'm watching the chat. Oh, Zadel, the hoof pick was tricky to make. I missed your live video again, Zadel, and that's because I just got internet today in this house. For those of you who don't know, I just moved to Texas from Georgia, and I'm staying in a lovely farm that my horses are right here. This is where we found the pig. But, oh my God, why was I mentioning this? Oh, and I didn't have internet, which is why I couldn't watch the live video. You see how wide this is turning out. We're just going to knit up here. Let's see. Granios, you can make chocolate truffles. I love chocolate truffles. I don't know if my pig can find truffles. If there are truffles in the barnyard, they've probably been found by pigs long ago. For those of you who don't know, the reason I have a pig is the farmer whose property this is, his daughters are raising show pigs for 4-H. And there was one pig who was a little bit different. He wasn't as big as the other pigs. And his back end was a little bit wonky. He walks with a limp. It doesn't seem to bother him. When we let him outside, he runs around. He runs weird though. He runs different than the other pigs, but he's like, no, I'm good. This is how I am. I guess it's like finding Nemo. Like Nemo had a lucky fin. I guess Winston has a lucky trotter. I don't know. But so he was a little bit different, and he wouldn't be able to make the show. Like, you can't show a pig like that. When you do shows, the animals that you raise have to be perfect. That's how you win. You don't win ribbons with gimpy old pigs. Okay. Clean the pig stall and puts blankets outside. Baby girl, you're thinking of like a cat, I think, or a dog, or even like the Vietnamese potbelly pig. Those little pigs that there are smaller pigs that you can train to use a litter box and to be inside the house. And this is not that kind of pig. This is a Berkshire pig. This is a farm pig. He's going to be 600 pounds and he lives outside. Just like my horses don't get a bath every day. My horses are filthy. Barnyard animals do not get bathed every day. That is how I'm not bathing barnyard. That's not why I have these big old animals. I'm not saying yes to an animal I have to bathe every day. First of all, I'm extra, but that ain't how it's going down. The show pigs don't even get bathed every day. They bathe them before they go to shows. They look so cute when they're clean. And Winston should probably have a bath every once in a while, but I'm not bathing that pig every day. And I'm in Switzerland on pigs because they're cute, they stink, and then I feel bad because I love bacon. My son is the same way, Janelle. Liam, he's 11. You can't make pork chop jokes around this child now. I think the only reason Liam is not vegetarian is because bacon is tasty. But he's become real sensitive to it now. If you make jokes about bacon or if you joke about pork chops or something like that, you have offended him. He's like, don't talk about Winston that way. So I don't make the jokes. I don't want to be a total turd to my kid. Do you know what I'm saying? A copy of Animal Farm. There is a white pig in the pig barn that I've been calling Snowball because of Animal Farm. And Winston is a Berkshire pig, which is, I think, the same breed that Napoleon and the other pigs were in Animal Farm. I'm trying to remember now. But he's a black pig, and he's got what, or maybe it's not Berkshire, maybe it's something else. But he looks a little bit similar. So what? No more stink. Some animals just have to be stinky. Is this too wide? I have to look at this. Let me do one more row. Let me just see how it's looking. Evie, my love, I'm so sorry if I've offended you with my stinky pig that I refuse to bathe every day. I still have to figure out how to bathe my horses out here. There's this red dirt everywhere, and there's no wash stand here in the barn. So I may have to bring Artax and my horses all the way up to the carport to have some concrete. Otherwise, their hooves are just going to get really muddy with that red mud. So I haven't bathed any of the horses. Artax is still just covered in this red mud. I've just decided he's just going to be like a strawberry roan now or something. And you're a mess. Pig now, hog later. Evie, no, don't give up. Janelle, you're Team Edward, huh? You like them sparkly vampires? See, when I think of sexy vampires, I don't think of Twilight. I think of Lost Boys. If that dates me, then fine. I am 46 years old, and I think I was a teenager when the Lost Boys came out. And oh my God, Kiefer Sutherland and Jason Patrick. Girl, girl, girl. Evie, baby girl, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me and my stinky pig. By the way, your mom showed me an outfit that you had picked out with like the jean skirt and was it leggings underneath and the unicorn skirt. It was so cute. And I was like, why can't I have that fashion sense? I'm like a fashion idiot. I feel like my makeup game is on point and my hair is kind of cute usually. Not really tonight. But fashion, I have no idea. I'm an idiot. Oh, Zadel, what do you think about the forging pictures? It's so cool. Metalworking is so cool. And I would love that railroad spike hoof pick is cool as heck. It makes me want to cuss right now. It's cool as I think that's an amazing thing that you're doing. For those of you who don't know in the chat, Jungle Zadel is going to farrier school right now and learning how to shoe horses and do other kinds of metalworking things with a forge. And he posted pictures in our extra equestrians group today of a hoof pick he made from a railroad spike, and it was so cool. I was like, I need that. Sell those on Etsy. Alrighty. Jacob's abs. I made fake pork meat this afternoon. Haven't tried it. Oh, what did you make that out of? Is that like the jackfruit, like pulled pork? I've seen like vegan barbecue sandwiches or something that are made with, that looks like pulled pork, and it's made with barbecue sauce and shredded jackfruit. I have not tried that. But I have not been vegetarian in the last month. It's just moving and being on the road. It's hard to be vegetarian when you're driving and there's nothing on the road except McDonald's or whatever. So I'm like, fine, just give me a ham sandwich at a gas station. But I want to get back to it. I'm vegetarian, not because of health reasons or anything, just because, I don't know. I get real Charlotte's Webby about animals, and I'm like, they're all my friends, and I don't want to eat my friends. That's silly. Don't make fun of me. Okay. That's going to go between his little ears, I think, nicely, and that's going to hold that good. I think we're doing good. Oh, Janelle, you have a fussy, sick puppy. I hope, well, good luck to you doctoring your sick puppy, and I hope your baby dog feels better. Oh, Lauren, yeah, Buffy the Vampire Slayer fan. Excuse me, Angel and Spike. Yes, I was sad when Angel like left the show, and I never got into the show Angel. I never really watched that one. I watched Buffy. I just couldn't watch them at the same time, and I loved me some Spike. Spike was it. So I think that's how we know. That's how we separate the generations now. The older generation, like me, like some Lost Boys and stuff. And then the younger generation is all Twilight and Vampire Diaries. Every day without getting near. Let's see. Wait, stop. Hang on. When Winston becomes more equal than you. Yes, some animals are more equal than others. Pig cleaning every day without getting near the pig idea alert blares. Get a sprinkler system and put the pig in there. Oh, you are determined, aren't you? I don't even know if I have a sprinkler or anywhere to put the pig. Why don't you come visit me and come bathe my pig? You and Liam can bathe the pig. Tell your mom you need to come to Texas. It's cold where you are anyway, isn't it? Don't you need to get out of that cold? That's not human. Y'all, this polar vortex, who in the chat is somewhere where it's going to be negative temperatures, or that it already is? I personally, I'm a Southerner. I feel like temperatures below 32 degrees Fahrenheit, 0 if you're going Celsius. But I'm looking at people posting on Facebook, and they're like, the wind chill is going to be -51. And I'm like, that is a made up number. Y'all are making that up. There's no way humans can live in that. I'm calling shenanigans. I think everybody is secretly in Florida, that you can't live in -51. What is wrong with y'all? How do you even, what is that? I won't give up. Lauren, yeah, you didn't get into Angel's show ever either. I don't know why I didn't. Maybe because there was no Buffy? I don't know. Because I did love me some Buffy. Hang on while we're jiggling the computer now. I got to take my sweater off. Hang on. I'm not wearing a brassiere. I got to make sure I'm not flashing all of YouTube. I told y'all I was in my jammies, so. Not drinking hot tea, but I am in my jammies. Okay, it's a version that we're talking about our barbecue again, or our pork. It's a version that isn't jackfruit, made from mushrooms and cannellini beans and wheat gluten. Oh, that sounds awesome. If you have a recipe, send me the recipe. You follow me on Instagram. I would love it if you shot me that recipe on Instagram, like message me or something, because I would love that. I started being vegetarian in 1996, I want to say. 1995 or 1996. I became vegetarian. And then I was vegetarian for years and years and years and years. And then when I got pregnant with Liam about, 11 years ago, I craved meat like a wild beast. Like I would smell it cooking and be salivating and I needed it. And the less cooked, the better. Like the more rare, like beef and pork were the main ones. I wanted, well, not rare pork, but like I wanted some rare beef. And so I started eating meat again and it felt good. And after that, I was just like, fine. And I would be vegetarian off and on for a few years. And then like 2 years ago, I was like, I think I want to go back to that. I like eating that way. I like feeling that way. And I don't do a lot of like meat substitutes or anything like that. I just don't eat meat. Have a cheese sandwich. I like fried egg sandwiches and peanut butter and jelly. There's plenty to eat without eating the meats. So I'm probably going to go back to that in some way. Although I do say one vegetarian substitute that I like is by Morningstar Farms, those chick patties. You can get them in, I don't know, if you're not in America, I don't know if you can get them. It's an American brand. And in the grocery store, it's like a patty that's like chicken and it's breaded. So it's like a chicken sandwich kind of a thing. And they're really, really good. And if I don't make it into a sandwich, I will take the kitchen shears and cut it up into a salad. So I'll have it over a salad. That's my favorite thing. Nosferatu. Oh, you're a really old school vampire lover if you like Nosferatu. That's seriously old school. Okay. So I'm going to keep working on this, y'all. I'm determined to get myself a little patch to put between my piggy pig's ears tonight. I want to get wherever we are on the live stream, I want to get to sewing on the horns so that we have it. Excuse me. There's me burping it up again. Aren't they, like, back to vampires, aren't they trying to remake? I heard somewhere that they were going to remake The Lost Boys, and I'm like, can they do that? These remakes, Hollywood's gone crazy with the remakes. I guess everyone my age is old enough to see all the old things new again and get mad about it because it's not as good as the old one or whatever we do. Whatever we do. Who is crafting tonight with me? Is anybody else making something? Making vegetarian pork or making something for yourself? Are you crafting? What is your art? What do you make, y'all who are watching here? I call myself an artist, but I'm not sure how to define what I do. I knit things, I sew things. Sometimes I mean, the unicorn horns, I make unicorn horns. That's art, isn't it? But what is that? I don't know. I'm an equine artist, maybe. I'm an animal artist. I'm a puppeteer, puppet maker. I'm a creative problem solver. That's what I am. I want to make a unicorn horn for a pig. So how am I going to do that? I'm going to knit a little thing. Oh, I never finished saying what I was going to say earlier. My friend Amber, who has a pig, I think it was her that shared a thing on my Facebook. And it was this pig that has like an entire hood made out of fleece. It looked like with a unicorn horn coming out of it. And it had yarn for like a mane. It was the cutest thing. And it was something about like, if you want to be a unicorn, be a unicorn. But I was like, okay, I don't have the fabric to make the hood, but I have some yarn and I can knit a little thing. So, yeah. And when I put this on the thing on Winston earlier, he kept shaking his head. He was like, there's something on my face. What is going on? Winston had obviously not ever had goofy people putting costumes on him. All he wanted to, he likes Liam. All he wanted to do was like lay down at Liam's feet and have Liam give him scratches. Liam is like already Winston's best friend. They're freaking adorable. It's ridiculous, y'all. You would die. Emily's here. Hey, what's up, rat poop? How are you, my dear? Are you making anything tonight? Are you joining me? Look, I'll show you what I'm doing. If you just got here, anyone just joining us, I am knitting a little thing to go between my pig's ears. And I have a unicorn horn that I did not actually make this. I ripped it off a dollar store headband because I'm not going to wear that dollar store headband anymore. It belongs on my pig. It was a cute little rainbow thing. All it is, I could make it though. Let me show you. All it is like a cone of this rainbow shiny fabric and it's stitched up one side. And this part of it is just like a string that's been glued around it. So I probably it's stuffed with polyfill. So I could make one if I wanted to make it that way. But for now, I just want to see how this looks. If it looks great and he allows the horn to be worn, then maybe I'll make him something a little more elaborate. Sorry, I got a text. If I want to like make him a hood or make him one of my own horns, we'll see how that goes. And I am just doing a simple garter stitch to make a little patch to go between his ears that the horn will attach to. And then I'm going to knit some I-cord to tie it on. So I think I want to make it where it like ties under the ear or something like that. Because tying under the chin, if you missed the very beginning of the live stream, tying under the chin is difficult on an animal that doesn't really have a neck and sits really low to the ground. They are crazy. Uh-oh, Evie. Many ideas at once, alarm. Sell unicorn horns in your merchandise, unicorn sweaters, and make a music video. Oh. Oh, corn is a good brand. I've had that before too. If I cook corn in the microwave though, it gets really hard. A shout out to Emily and Lottie and Casey. Hello, Emily and Lottie and Casey. Oh, Lauren's out of here. I miss you so much, Lauren. Thank you for joining us. Ooh, fake mozzarella. Okay, yeah, Evie, the music video idea, I love it, but it's very intimidating to me. I'm like not a musical person at all. I like music, but the idea of like, I just learned how to make videos and put them on YouTube this past year. The idea of actually making a music video is extremely intimidating to me. Like I can't even picture how that would go, but I'm not saying no. And I'm saying I need help. I'm saying we'll figure it out. Centaur corns. Centaur, yeah, still no remake of I Dream of Jeannie. That was always fun. I grew up on shows like that. Now, I didn't see I Dream of Jeannie when it was originally on because I think that was in the 60s before I was born. But I remember watching it in reruns and syndication on TV. Oh my God, TV. Who in the live stream is old enough to remember when you had a TV that you had to get up and go change the station and there were only like 4 or 5 stations? And you had to wait. You had to look at the TV guide that you got in the mail, the little TV guide, to see when things were on because you couldn't just stream things whenever. That's my era, y'all. Oh my God, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. All right, that might be enough. I'm going to do a couple more rows. Okay. So yeah. Oh, and as Evie, as for making unicorn horns, I do have some that I am making that I want to put on the Etsy shop. So I want to have not only unicorn horns for my unicorns, but I want to sell them on my Etsy shop. It is a process. Like I don't have a mold that I make them out of. The way I make them, it takes a little while to make them. They are hand carved out of foam and coated with many layers of this plastic. And that plastic stuff takes like 24 hours. It says it takes 2 hours to dry, but that's a lie. Ooh, I'm in a drier climate now. That sculptor coat that I use might dry faster than it did in Savannah. Nothing ever dried in Savannah. Like, you know, you have clothes that are supposed to drip dry and you let them dry over. It takes 24 hours at least to dry a pair of pants that came out of the washer. Excuse me. If you take a shower and your towel is way too wet and you like dried your hair off or whatever, that towel's still going to be damp the next day. But that's that humid environment in Savannah. Yeah, the first time I washed clothes here and I hung a pair of pants up to dry, 10 hours later they were dry. And I was like, excuse me, what witchcraft is this? But everything here is just so much drier. So yes, unicorn horns are something that are in the works. However, I'm having trouble with the attachment to it. I need to figure out how to make a brow band that we can put the horns in, or I need to find someone I can collab with to make the brow bands for them. Because I don't care for the style. I don't know if y'all have seen them online where they're built into the brow band, but it's like built into the middle of the brow band. To me, those look faker than I want them to look. I want like the ones that I make, looks like the bra band sits on top of the horn. And I kind of want it to look like they're separate, but you can still really see where mine attach. And I don't like that. I hate when you can see the attachment, and you really can on a lot of mine. Like if the angle is wrong with my unicorn horns, you can really see the attachment, and I hate that. So I'm trying to find a way to attach the unicorn horns to the horse that looks more natural. That sounds dumb. I'm talking about a magical being, but I want it to look like a real unicorn. I mean, that's why, I have these amazing horns. I love the horns that I make. I think they look wonderful. I hope that's not conceited to say, but I'm totally in love with the horns I make, but I hate the base. I hate it. I want it to die in a fire. I want it to go away and live far away from other people. I want it to cheat on its taxes and get caught and have to go to jail. I hate the bases. That's my point. All right. One more row and then we're, yeah, one more row and then I'm going to knit some I-cord. One more row, then I'm going to bind it off and knit some I-cord. Okay. So here we go with my size 9 bamboo needles and my cheap leftover yarn. I think I was you would knit something with this and then I never did. That's all I'm done. A little garter stitch square. And now I'm going to bind it off. Unicorn. Unicorn. I never thought of that. That is an interesting pun. Unicorn. Now I can't stop saying it. Unicorn. Did I do that wrong? I may have done that wrong. Oh no. Okay, I'm binding this off now, and I think I did one stitch wrong, but it doesn't matter. It's a unicorn horn for a pig. Did I say that? All right, so I'm binding off my stitches. Hang on, if you're in the chat, give me a second to finish off. Okay, finishing it off. Just a couple more to pull over. My hands are so dry. That's another thing. I need so much lotion here. I did not ever need lotion at all in Savannah. Like I was just like moist as a newt. But here I am a lizard. Lizard. Okay. Okay, here's what we've got so far. Here's what we got so far, and this is going to sit between my little piggy's ears. And now I need my double pointed needles. Double pointed, y'all who don't know knitting, are usually you use 4 or 5 of them to knit things, to knit small things that are circular, so you can knit them without seams, like socks, or I've made fingerless gloves and things like that out of with the double pointed needles. But I'm just going to use 2 to knit some I-cord. I-cord, okay. Yes, you did say you could help Miss Evie. People like the live vid. What about unicorn sweaters? Do you know it takes weeks to knit a sweater? I would have to charge like $200 for a unicorn sweater, and I don't think anybody's going to buy that. I'm making what I have in my Etsy. Hang on, my knees are hurting. Hang on, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a minute. I knit Liam a sweater when he was about 3, and it took me a couple of weeks to knit it. It was really cute. It was a really great pattern. But sweaters you have to love someone a lot to knit them a sweater. It takes a long stake. You cry. These are what I'm making in my Etsy store right now. I've got these that are made out of this. This is what the yarn looks like. So I've got this fun fur yarn, and when it's knit into a scarf, you can see the stitches like when I separate them out. So I make these scarves, and they're surprisingly warm, and but they're really soft and they're really pretty. And what I've been doing is I take a hair from Artax's tail and I put that on a needle. And then when I'm finished with the scarf, I weave one of his tail hairs into the scarf. And so they're being sold on Etsy as having real unicorn hairs in the scarf for magic. So you can have a magical unicorn scarf, and those are for sale on my Etsy site. This one, the champagne gold one, is going to be a new one. I have a silver one up there and a rainbow one. I have a purple one somewhere, but I can't find it, and I'm really mad about it. But I'm going to have a couple of those up on the Etsy store. So look up Unicorn and Centaur if you need a magical unicorn hair scarf. They're $35, free shipping. So, mom's asleep. Your mother is. She's been tired with all that y'all have been going through lately. I was gonna say go wake her up and shame on her, but let her sleep. Write down your ideas, post pics on Insta or Facebook, and then tag the Ms. Unicorn. Yes, I will. You could have watched. Grinea says you could have watched Genie when it was originally aired. Parents thought the show was dumb. Aw, I liked that, and I liked Bewitched too. I always liked the magical kind of shows. Although, I mean, looking back at I Dream of Genie now, it is super cringy. I mean, calling him master and the whole, I don't know, having a woman slave. I mean, at least Darren was like a nice guy and not like a fedora tipping nice guy, but an actual nice guy. But yeah, that's a little problematic. I can understand why your parents would be like, okay, no. And so for the I cord, we're just going to do 2 stitches. I did this one, and to me, it just looks too fat. I don't like, me no likey. So I'm going to knit I cord with 2 stitches. And if you have not knitted I cord before, I'm going to show you how we do it. You knit your stitches. And normally, if you were knitting, then you would turn and start going from this way. But to do the I cord, you just slip it. This is why you need the double pointed needles. You slip it down to the other end of the needle, and you do 2 stitches this way. And again, don't turn it around. Just slide it to the end of the needle and knit 2 more. And by the way, Evie, I love your ideas. And if we ever do a music video, you are going to totally get executive producer credits on it. This might be a little bit nicer for tying around pig's ears. So when you don't turn it like that, instead of making a flat piece, it makes like a rounded cord. It's easier to see on the 3-stitch one. So you can see it's not flat like this part is. It's actually a rounded cord. I don't know why they call it I cord. That's weird. Like it doesn't have anything to do with eyes. I don't know. Okay, I've seen art where the base of the horn was ringed with a crown. That would be interesting. What I've been doing is putting fake fur, and I'm going to add like pieces of feathers, like not full on feathers, but little pieces of feathers. I had initially thought about making a false forelock that would, who that calling me? Private number. Declined. You're going to have to call me back later. Private number, whoever you are, or leave me a message. Go to my voicemails. Okay. So see, I've got my little I cord coming down, and actually, what time is it? 8:39. This may be like what we are doing for the rest of the chat is just knitting up some I cord. I don't know who you are, private number, but I'm busy right now. I'm busy right now with my people. Hang on. Okay. I can. Hopefully they left me a message. Not answering. Sorry. Nobody ever calls me like 3 times though. Who is that that's like calling me 3 times in a row? Now I'm like panicking. Like, who is it? Oh my gosh. Call me as many times as you want. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. So knitting my I cord, getting it on there. And then we're going to, tomorrow, I will probably post pictures of this on Instagram tomorrow. That is annoying. I don't know who you are, but stop it. Oh, heck, it started. Marvel's here. Yay, Marvel. Hang on. Oh, Aaliyah, I was thinking if I couldn't have your number so we could talk. Oh, this is Aaliyah. Oh, yes, I won't forget that that is you. Chicken Chick, you are Aaliyah. Chance, your stream quality is kind of bad. Don't know if you know. No, well, I'm looking at it. Where is it? Chan's. Oh, Trash Bag Fashion Lovers here. Yeah, Chan's. I'm looking at it on my phone right now, and it is very choppy and breaking up. I am kind of in the middle of nowhere in Texas, so that could be it. I just got my internet today, and it's not like fiber optic or anything. I think I had to have a modem set up to get this going on. So my apologies if it is a little bit choppy on the live stream. And thank you to all of my people who are here. So if you just joined the live stream, I'm making a unicorn horn for a pig, a Berkshire pig that we have recently acquired. He was going to be made into bacon and pork chops. And my son was like, we not finna do that. And begged to save this pig. And so that is the story of why I am live on YouTube making a unicorn horn for a pig. I've got the horn right here that I'm going to put on that I ripped off of a dollar store headband. And this was my prototype that I put on him earlier, and I sort of tied it around his little chin. And he was very cute, and I'm going to put the horn on here. But now I'm doing a different design where it's this way, and then it's going to sort of come down like this and tie like underneath his ears on each side. That's my plan. This is what I've got so far. And now I'm working on the cord part. Hee Did you move? Yes, I'm in. This is the house that I'm living in now. Marvel. Aaliyah, can I have your number? I may have to message you that. I'm not giving out my number on, I'll message your mom. That's what I'll do, Aaliyah. I'm not giving out my number on YouTube on live. All right, Chance. Yeah, I assumed it was your internet. Yeah, it's slowly fixing itself. Good. I'm glad. I'm not sure what I would do if like you know what? There was one time we did the live stream where like all of YouTube went out. And it only happened like during the hour of my live stream. It was crazy. So I went to get on and I ended up doing the live on Facebook that night. Was there somebody here with me? I'm trying to remember. This was back in Savannah where I was like panicking and I'm like, y'all, we are just going to Facebook. And so we ended up doing it on the Unicorn and Centaur Facebook page live, which, by the way, you can follow me in other. Oh, shoot, I turned it around. I messed it up, y'all. Okay. So, yeah, if you can follow me on Facebook, I have Unicorn and Centaur has a Facebook page. Unicorn and Centaur has Instagram. I actually have a website that I haven't blogged on in a month because I've been moving, and that's unicornandcentaur.com. You can go to my Etsy store for all sorts of unicorn stuffs. Oh, and the Facebook group, Extra Equestrians. Now, you have to put extra in quotation marks. We are the Extra Equestrians, which means we like to do things like be centaurs and turn our horses into unicorns and wear really fancy matchy-matchy saddle pads and bridles and things like that. So, like, I'm the kind of person who wears fairy wings when I ride my horse. So before I decided I was going to move to Savannah, we were starting to make armor, fake armor out of craft foam, and that was a lot of fun. I made myself a crown, which ended up getting broken in transit while we were moving here. But I want to make some more because it was a bit tedious, but it was super easy. And I started having ideas about making making a helmet cover that was kind of like a crown like that. It was very lightweight. It was pretty easy to do. So we'll probably end up getting back to that. But of course, first I had to make my piggy corn. Piggy corn. Excuse me. Trying to change your profile pic, huh? Kayla Parks, am I in Wichita Falls? No, I'm in Monday, Texas. I have not been to Wichita Falls in like 20 years. Centaur boot by Zadel. Wait, don't ask my mom. Just make it where we are YouTube friends. I'll see what I can do, chicken chick. I promise. Allison, hey. Aw, Olivia says hello from Savannah. Aw, we miss Savannah. I miss you, Allison, and I'm glad you're here. And trash bag fashion lover, yes, I will probably get to you doing using garbage bags, unused garbage bags as fashion items. Oh, Deanna, you're here. You almost moved to Wichita Falls, huh? I've not been to Wichita Falls in forever, but we're going to have to make the pilgrimage at some point. I still have a bunch of friends who live there. I have ex-family in the area. I say ex-family. I have a first husband who is from Holiday. And my ex-husband from Holiday, like my ex-in-laws are still in the area. I think they still live in Wichita Falls. And I mean, yeah, he's my ex-husband, but like, he's not evil or anything. I'm not like, forget that guy, you know, and his family is fantastic as well. So I don't know. They all still feel like family to me. So weird and random, but I may actually end up like seeing my former mother-in-law and hugging her neck again. So yes, and I went to college at, I graduated from MSU, Midwestern State University in Wichita Falls in 1997. A long time ago. So yeah, there you go. That's my life. There's my resume. Small world. Genies aren't human. I see. So it is okay. Yes. Are we still talking? If we're talking about the I Dream of Genie thing, yes, I get that she was a genie and she called him master, but it was still a little. I didn't really think it was weird when I was a little girl, but now that I'm older, I'm like, master, really? You just switched rooms with your sister, Marvel? That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Getting a bunch of texts from Twitter now to reset my password. What is going on? Did somebody hack into my Twitter account? I never even use it. I'm on Twitter as the Horses of Unicorn and Centaur, but I think the only time I post is when I upload YouTube videos and then it automatically uploads to Twitter at the same time. When I first started it, I started it as the Horses of Unicorn and Centaur, and I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool. I'm going to tweet every day, and it's going to be like the horses tweeting, and the horses are going to have funny things to tweet every day, and that just got exhausting. I was like, no, okay. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here, but look at my little I-cord. T. I'm making a cord. T. Let's see, making sure I didn't miss anybody in the chat. 52. I think all those private number calls were a Twitter thing because now instead of like 8 private number phone calls in a row, I'm getting 8 weird text messages. I don't know what is going on. Maybe I should have answered the phone like live on YouTube. No, what if it was something embarrassing and I was like, because knowing me in my life, it would be something embarrassing. Do I want to, this one, they're not going to have to be much longer than this to get around his ears, but I want to have time I want to have enough length to actually tie it, maybe in a little bow. I don't want to knot it because then if it gets too tight, I don't know if it can get too tight on his little ears. Excuse me. My phone is annoying me right now. Why? Why? Thank you so much, everybody who has been joining me tonight. Thank you for dealing with lags in the live stream. Thank you for your fresh ideas. All right. That's going to be enough. All right. So to close it off, stop. So to close it off, I'm going to just knit both of these stitches together. And then clip it. My phone tonight. Okay. So this should be enough to sew to the patch here. And then now I just have to like do a bunch more of those. All right. So 2 stitches. Where's my, where'd my other needle go? What's down here in my lap? Oh, Evie, it didn't work. I have trouble doing things on YouTube, like changing profile pictures and channel art and things like that. No, yeah, you need a Narnia wardrobe now, Marvel. Hang on. Just shut down your phone. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be able to see the chat. Yeah, and I thought I have like the volume down low, but the volume's not low on the ringer, so y'all are just gonna have to deal with it. Just like me. Just like me. And it's no one like I know, I don't think, because if it's someone like I have my mom and dad and my sister's number in my phone. So if it was one of them calling me, like with an emergency or something, I would see that it's them. All right, so doing some more I-cord. Let's see, what time is it? If it gets too late, I may have to just go ahead and sew the unicorn horn on just so we can all kind of see what it looks like before the live stream ends. All right. Okay, and I'm almost at 500 subscribers. I'm so excited. I have like 7 more to go, I think, or 6 more to go. Well, it's just a nice number. And I'm almost at 500 on Instagram and almost at 500 on Facebook. So building, thank you for all of y'all who have subscribed and who are following for my crazy random shenanigans, such as making pig unicorn horns. All right, you know what? I think I am going to stop this for now, and I'm going to get out my needle and thread so we can kind of sew this thing on and see what it's going to look like. Not sponsored. Hee hee. Okay, posting more pictures tomorrow. I wonder if there are specs from the Narnia movies on how they attach the unicorn horn. Yeah. I don't know how they do it for movies. And I should probably reach out to one of the people I follow on Instagram and on Etsy is the unicorn maker. And he is, I think, in Denmark or something like somewhere in Europe, I'm pretty sure. And he makes really beautiful unicorn horns. They're a little bit different than mine, but I really like his design. And I think his are hard. Like a little bit harder than mine. And he sells them with or without a base attachment. And there are some of the pictures that he has on his Instagram that it doesn't look like there's any attachment. And I am dying to know, like, is that Photoshop? Did you Photoshop out the tack? Or is there some way of attaching it without it? I don't know. Another one, Jake Nodar, J-N-O-D-A-R. If you're not following Jake Nodar on Instagram, get on that. He's so super funny. He has a little miniature horse named Tyrion, and Tyrion has a little unicorn horn. And the pic he posted today, I think, is another one where the horn is just coming out of the forehead. The horse does not have any tack on or anything like that. And I'm like, how are you doing that? I need that in my life. So I have a needle. I have thread. We're going to make ourselves, we're going to sew this unicorn horn on. When I am done with this live stream, I'm going to see if whoever that private number is left a message. And if it's dumb, I'm blocking that number. Okay. Teet, 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 teet. Okay, so here's how this is what we finna do. Okay, I just need to stitch this on. Is that correct? You're just gonna center it in it. Just go ahead and put that in the middle. I'm just gonna stitch all the way around this thing. So we can get a unicorn horn on my, I didn't measure it or anything. I just kind of eyeballed it. So if it's off center, that's just how I roll. So I had another unicorn horn from the dollar store. Okay. This is going fairly quickly. Right, okay. Chance wants to know, why don't I answer it? What if it's like a bill collector or somebody like embarrassing, and then I'm like live on YouTube going, I don't know. Or if it's someone I don't want to talk to, and then I have to pretend I want to talk to them online. Yes, Grandiose, message the Facebook page with vegan recipes. That's awesome. Oh, Evie, you're coming in the summer? That would be amazing. Yes, please come. There in Monday, there's the most beautiful bed and breakfast. It's called the Lee House. You guys have to stay there when you come. Come stay there, and there'll be so much public art to look at, and there's going to be unicorns. Yes, please, please, please come visit me. Hang up if it's stupid. We'll laugh while you pretend to like them. Gianna, you're going to get me in trouble. Y'all, okay, last week on the live stream, we talked about how anxiety and depression affects your relationship with your horses. And I talked about a little bit about how the phone, like talking on the phone, honestly gives me anxiety. Like this is off center. Oh my God, y'all look at it. That's so me. I can't even right now. I can always take it off and redo it if I hate it. If it looks obvious and dumb when you put it on him. But like just the thought of like talking to someone on the phone right now, I'm like, can't, no, sorry. So I need to find out who it is first. And it doesn't even say who it is. It doesn't even say the number. It just says private number, which I've never had come up before. So I'm like, who the heck are you? And why should I be talking to you? Why do I care? So I just don't feel like putting myself in that vulnerable anxiety place while I'm sitting here trying to do something creative, talking to some people that I enjoy chatting with. Because I do enjoy these live streams. Is it weird that I get anxiety talking on the phone, but I can sit here live on YouTube and talk to y'all and I'm fine? I don't know. Brains are weird things, y'all. The way brains work. It's weird how some things are like terrifying and some things are like, yeah, whatever. Like performing too. I can perform in front of hundreds and hundreds of people and, get a little bit of excitement, but no stage fright or anxiety. Making a phone call for like a doctor's appointment, terrifying. I have to work myself up to it for hours. Excuse me. That sounds dumb when I say it out loud. Anxiety makes me feel stupid. And I hate feeling stupid. I want to feel smart. So yes, I am avoiding that phone call. And there is glue on the end of this that I'm having a hard time sewing through. Okay, that was quick. Hang on, y'all. Oops. Okay, let's knot this sucker. And it looks like I have a thing. Oh, this is exciting. Then all I have to do is finish doing the I-cord and sew that on. Stop it. Can't believe this is the most strange thing that has happened during one of my live streams. Oh, I don't. Hang on. Maybe not. Maybe when we didn't have the caulk gun and I made Liam run next door to the next door neighbors. That looks hilarious. Is it going to be too long on him? It might be too big. It looks too big on me. Is it going to be too big on his little pig head? I wonder if just having these on the sides would be nice rather than the I cord. This is going to be dumb looking, y'all. I need to put some yarn on it like a little forelock. This is crazy. Okay, hang on. I need to put this on for the rest. Y'all. You are smart. Thank you, Evie. I know. Evie said, "What? How did I not know about this?" Oh, do you mean like my anxiety? We talked about anxiety on the last live stream, and I try really hard to come off to give the impression that I am very confident and that I know what I'm doing. But sometimes inside, I'm a total mess. You know. Just answer, we won't make fun of you. We are practically sisters. You should make some of the common visitors as an admin. Yes, well, actually, we did have a moderator for the chat one night. Which one was it? I can't remember which chat we did, but it was one where we were worried that things might get a little spicy. So I had one of my regulars be a mod. Becca, I forgot to tag her for this. Dang it. So I had Becca as a mod, and that was the one night we didn't get any weird comments. Because usually on these live streams, there will be at least one person who comes in with something racist or with some F words or with something sexual or weird. And I'm like, okay, no. This is not, thank you, but this is not that kind of channel. Bye. Bye now. Oh, the breakfast house. Oh, yes. The bed and breakfast. It's gorgeous. Lee house. I talked about it on a couple of videos, but, oh, and I actually shot a couple of videos inside the Lee house. The one I did on homemade horse treats was one that I shot, and I made the horse treats in the kitchen of this beautiful bed and breakfast. The inside of the bed and breakfast, and well, the exterior too, honestly rivals some of the nice bed and breakfasts that are in Savannah that people, you know, spend hundreds of dollars a night on. And it's not that price. I mean, you guys, it's a great deal. It's a beautiful house. All right. So at this point, oh, it's 9:02. I guess we should stop the live stream. But all I have left to do is these I cords. You know what? Let me sew one of those on. Where's my yarn needle? This is a yarn needle. It's not like the smaller one that I use for the thread. But what I'm going to do is, where the heck did the thing go? It's on my head. I'm sitting here looking for this thing in my lap and it's on my head. Y'all, I'm a mess. Okay. I do that stuff all the time. I'm like, where's my unicorn horn? Okay. So all I'm doing for this is sewing, taking the yarn, and I'm sewing the I cord to the corner of the thing I made. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. And I'm sewing all around. And I'm sewing all around. And I'm sewing all around. Okay, now we're knotting it. And then I'm weaving in the end. Okay. So now I have sewn one of these on here. And what I'm going to end up doing is have 4 of these down here. And then I'm just going to tie it underneath the pig's ears. So tomorrow on my Instagram, we are going to get pictures of Winston. It's going to be a nicer day here tomorrow. So we're going to let him out to his little yard and I'm going to put his little unicorn horn on him. If we can get some video, I will, and I'll post that to Instagram. Otherwise, we'll just get some cute little pics. I need help, y'all. Oh my goodness. Centaur boop. Making me want to go sooner. You still have the one? Yes, I found it on my head. Evie, you say, you have your mom's keys. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Oh, that would be funny, Granny, is to answer the phone and then tell them, hey, you're live on YouTube. We're making unicorn horns for pigs. For a pig. For one very special pig. All right, y'all. I need to end this live stream here in just a few minutes. It's 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock on the East Coast, Eastern Time. Oh my God, I got a flashback to living in Germany in the 80s. My dad was in the Air Force, and we were stationed in Germany, and AFN, Armed Forces Network, was the radio station there. And at the top of every hour, there would be this boop, 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 boop. And they would say, whatever time it was, it's 9 p.m. in Central Europe. The news is next on AFN. Dun, 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 dun. And then they would do the news at the top of every hour. A weird little thing that is stuck in my brain from, what, 30 years ago? 25 years ago? How long ago was it? How long ago was the 80s? I don't know anymore. I still feel 25. Okay. Okay. Yes, Evie, y'all better come visit me this summer. You're going to ride my unicorn when you come here, just so you know. You can hang out with Liam. You can help him bathe his pig. And we'll all wear unicorn horns and be happy. And be happy. Thank you. All right. To everybody who showed up here tonight, Zadel, Marvel, my boy, who's like here every time. Zadel and Marvel, I think y'all are here every time. I love you guys so much. Evie, thank you for being here. Emily showed up. Taylor showed up. Lauren, my friend Allison showed up. Her mother is the Puppet People lady in Savannah, where I learned quite a lot of my artistic tricks from. And Chans was here, and Trash Bag Fashion Lover. And let's see, who else was here tonight? Who am I missing? Oh, Aaliyah was here, and Deanna. I always forget people. Like when I'm tagging people on Facebook, there will always be one or two people that are very important to me that I love very much, and their names will just totally escape my brain. And then like they'll comment like, oh, thanks for not tagging me. And I'm like, no, but I love you. So if I forget to call you out or say your name, I'm so sorry. Just remind me, hey, I'm here in the chat. I'm here too. We had a whole conversation. Grinios. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's another one I forgot to thank. No, I'm coming tomorrow. Keep the live stream going. All right. Yeah, Marvel, you need to go to sleep, child. And so do you, Evie. In tomorrow's school day. Centaur in it. Okay, y'all. I have got to go. Tomorrow night, I will be here tomorrow, not on YouTube, but I have an acting workshop intensive that I'm teaching at the art lab here in Monday for the high school students, because UIL competitions are coming up, one-act play competitions, and there are kids that need acting coaching. So I'm going to be doing an intensive for them, teaching them how to find their objectives and their tactics and how to work through a scene with other people, and really, instead of just being on stage and saying your lines, how to really be in a scene with another person. And I'm pretty excited about that. So that's what's going on tomorrow night in my life, not on YouTube. But I will be posting pictures of Winston in his beautiful unicorn horn. I honestly thought I'd be able to finish this in an hour. Am I dumb that I thought I would? I just have some I-chords to do. So tomorrow, check out the Instagram to see the pictures of Winston. Beautiful, beautiful Winston. Excuse me. And thank you guys for showing up tonight. Next week, we'll be doing a tech chat on the live stream. I'm going to be cleaning my boots and my saddles and my bridles, and I'm not sure what the topic is yet, but we're going to figure it out. If you have a suggestion for a topic for Tack Chat, an equestrian themed topic, then drop it in the comments. And if you've been here for the whole time, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys so much. I really honestly love doing these live streams. It's a weird little thing. I didn't think I would like doing this, but I really have had fun chatting with everybody. So thank you for coming along with me. Thank you for the people who are making things along with me. And I guess that's it. I'll see you guys next week. Good night.